Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. I really like this sentiment that Paul expresses at the end of 2 Thessalonians. In 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 and verse 16, where he says, "Now may the Lord of peace himself continually grant you peace in every circumstance. The Lord be with you all." And that would be my desire for everyone in this group, that the Lord of peace would grant us all peace in every circumstance, and that he would be with us all. Not that the Lord would grant us peaceful circumstances all the time, but that he would grant us peace in all circumstances, whether in peaceful or non-peaceful circumstances. And that's important for us to understand because, a person might be in a peaceful circumstance and still not be at peace. You could think of a person who might be sitting at the beach, watching the waves crash against the shore, the seagulls flying by, maybe a beautiful sunset in the distance, very peaceful scenery, and yet still be very disturbed within and not have peace in their heart, even though their circumstances are very peaceful. And so it's a different thing to have peaceful circumstances and actually have true peace. And Paul desired that deep inner peace that goes well beyond circumstances. Paul himself had experienced a lot of different circumstances, both peaceful and very tumultuous. And he knew the value of having a peace that runs deeper than the circumstances. And he was desiring that for the church at Thessalonica. And I would desire that for all of us as well. To know peace that goes beyond our situations, peace that goes beyond our circumstances, a peace that really abides within. When you say, well, how can a person attain such peace? Well, it's contained in this phrase, the Lord of peace himself grant you peace in every circumstance. It traces back to the Lord of peace, or perhaps we could say the master of peace. If you want peace, you got to go to the person who is the master of peace or the Lord of peace. It's kind of like if you want to be educated, you got to go to the people who are masters of education, to the people who can teach you and help you become educated. You have to go to school, you have to go to universities or other educated people to become educated oftentimes. And if you want to become a good cook, you got to go to people who know how to cook and learn from them in one way or the other. And the same thing is true with the Lord of peace. If you want to have peace, you got to go to the Lord of peace and draw close to the master of peace. And the more and more we all draw closer to the one who is in control, the one who has sovereignty over peace, the more and more we will enjoy peace and have that peace granted to us. And so if we want to have peace, if we want to have true peace, we know the source of peace really is the Lord himself. And he supplies the peace that goes beyond our circumstances. It goes beyond the situations that we find ourselves in. And he's the one who can give us that deep, abiding peace within. But it's only attained by drawing close to him and leaning on him, trusting in him, giving our whole will over to him and submitting to him. When we do that, peace floods our soul, and we are able to have a peace that's ever abiding, that runs deep, and that carries us through all situations, scenarios, circumstances, and helps us to maintain peace because we're connected to and in line with the very master of peace, the Lord of peace. So I would say in closing, let's all enjoy peace, the peace that comes from the Lord of peace. I would pray that we would all be granted peace in every circumstance and that the Lord would be with us all. And that should be our desire today. Draw near to the Lord, draw near to the Lord of peace, and desire that peace that only he can supply. So these are some things that we can be encouraged to do today as we do our reading today. And with that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.